Hello and welcome to day 4 of 365 Facebook Lives. Let me tell you, this is really stretching me. It is really stretching me. There's so much in my life that's really stretching me about how much I can actually hold. And I often think about this because, correct me if I'm wrong, if there's any astrologers out there, but my Chiron is in my 6th house, which means that usually the small little day-to-day things can be triggering for me, and that's really true. So when I have a lot of good things happening in my life, it can also be very overwhelming because a lot of these good things can be things that I have to take care of on a daily basis, like my clients, like this, like the new free immersion that I just launched, Tripping Pleasure, like so many things. And, cooking, which usually it's the smallest things that really drive me crazy, like the fact that I have to cook. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm so excited for the day that I have a chef and I don't have to worry about that, but it's just stretching me. And it's really stretching me to really liberate myself in the ways that I keep myself small, in the ways that I hold myself back by making small things feel like big things, and I've noticed this about myself. I definitely have noticed this about me because I love servicing. I love servicing my clients. I get a high off of that, where it gets in where like the smallness comes in is the things that I have to do behind the scenes, like the content creation, the things like creating the programs, all of these things that I start to feel like I can't hold it all. And if I want greatness, if I want to continue to expand more, I need to be able to hold more. And what's not allowing me to hold that is my own limiting thoughts of how overwhelming and stressful this is, that I can't hold it, that I can't do it, that I have too much things to do, that I'm going to implode with all the things that I have to do, right? And when I look at the truth of it all, it's that it's just one thing. And then there's a second thing. And there's a third thing. And can I be in alignment and being my truth as I do these things? Especially somebody who is all about my feminine embodiment. Am I doing these things out of my masculine in my head energy, or am I dropping down into my body? Am I dropping down into my body and feeling in my heart about how I want to express whatever it is I'm about to express? Can I liberate what's here and step out of limiting beliefs, whether it's if I don't do this today, something bad's going to happen? For example, I have this dripping pleasure thing that I want to bring out to you, and it's been a little bit, I launched it yesterday, but it's been a little bit challenging for me to actually be in the embodiment. Now I'm also doing a parasite cleansing. We just had a full moon, which these two things in itself is what's making me feel really out of whack. And part of us as women, we have to be okay with the ebbs and flows that happens in our life so that we can stay in our truth and not judge ourselves and keep ourselves in a cage because we're not always this high energy, or we're not always feel fully embodied. Like I don't feel fully embodied in this dripping pleasure. Like I've had little icks and pieces of it that's come in, and I've intentionally have activated it, but it seems like instead of really staying into my energy system, it kind of falls flat somewhere. And it's like, what happened to that energy that I just accumulated, that I put some lingerie on today. I was like dancing, give myself a little photo shoot, and it's like, whoa, what happened? Like all of a sudden I just feel like heavy, tired, blah. Like my energy feels like blah, right? So, and that's okay. And that's okay that happens. And we keep ourselves in this non-authentic place when we try to make ourselves feel something that we're not, or push ourselves to do something that we're not, right? So in this ceremony that I have coming on Friday, this Friday at 6:30 p.m. at the Meta Life Studio at Daphne Center. We're going to break out these limiting beliefs, these things that are keeping you from actually living and playing big in the life that you desire, whether it's attracting the love of the life that you desire, whether it's having the career and having the finances that you desire, whether it's having the dream body that you desire, having the friendships that you desire, having the lifestyle that you desire. There are things that you want that will feel like stretching myself open. I can actually liberate myself and feel the freedom of it, right? That behind that is there's something blocking you, something that's holding you tight, judging, like I did with myself these past few days. And how I'm walking myself through that is by knowing that, number one, this feeling will pass. Today's the last day of the parasite, thank God. I was supposed to have one more, but my supplements are complete. And that it's okay that I feel like this. And what can I do to continue to set myself free and not hold myself small, not hold myself to limitations. And knowing that by setting myself free and not holding myself to limitations doesn't mean this huge quantum leap shift. It means that how can I break past a limiting belief that I have right now and move past from that, right? Or how can I change this? So there's something that I wanted to launch. I wanted to share another reel, but about this dripping pleasure that I have happening for you, but it's not feeling right. What feels really right is tomorrow, right? I want you to know all about it, but I'm not feeling like my energy feels so down. It feels like I would have to pull everything from my head with what I'm going to teach you is everything that's embodied, right? How often do you lead with your head because the things you have to do, you have to go on this date. You can't say no because if you say no, the man's going to do this, or you really want to do this in your relationship, but you think that your partner's going to hold you back and or you want to do this in your career. You want to, dress the way you want to dress on a date or when you're going out and with your man, or you want to really speak your truth to your partner, but you're scared because you don't know how they're going to take it and you keep yourself small. Or you say, that's not for me. I can't have that extraordinary life. Oh my God, look, the lips. Right? Because authenticity is your truth. It's who you really are, and it's how are you expressing that, right? That's what authentic liberation is. And that's what we're going to be doing in this ceremony. In this ceremony, we're going to call forward your limiting beliefs. We're going to bring them forward. We're going to embody them. We're going to feel them. That's a huge step in liberating yourself. Freedom happens in the mind. Liberation happens in the body. Those are two different things. Especially as women, liberation happens through our body. And then I'm going to guide you through an ecstatic dance where we're going to really embody the freedom that you want. Heart-centered love, abundance, freedom, love. What's some other word? What's another, even just authentic, I am who I am, power, personal power, acceptance, enough-ness, all the things that you want to actually feel. You're going to walk out of this ceremony so rejuvenated, so embodied, and feeling like, yes, I just activated a code inside of me. And the way that I adorn these ceremonies, it's just next level. You're in a place of oh my God, I just can, it's just, there's beauty. And then you meet me halfway with what I'm going to give you, and the magic happens. Women walk out of these ceremonies feeling the best they ever felt in a long time. I have people say that, this is the best I have felt in years. that's amazing. And that's because of the space that I can hold, but more than anything, it's because of you and what you bring to the table with what I'm bringing to the table. It's a beautiful co-creation that we create, where you leave feeling like magic. So that's what I want to share with you today about this ceremony. And I'm going to actually, I really wanted to open up with this, but I'm actually going to close it with this prayer of who I want to call in, with being in this space of this co-creative energy with God, with Source, because that's what these ceremonies are about. There's just a co-creative power that I am facilitating, and I'm allowing the divine to come through. I'm allowing the higher self, I'm allowing spirit guides, I'm allowing the ascended masters to come through, and for everyone to be activated. So this is an edge for me too. I don't really do these kind of prayers live like this, calling in, but this is what this Facebook Live is for me, to free my authentic self on camera. Okay. My prayer for this authentic ceremony, and what I'm praying for to receive the women that are desiring to be free, to feel the freedom within themselves, women that are desiring to break past limiting beliefs that are keeping them small, that are not allowing their true self to shine through. They want to feel the expansion. They want to feel this incredible self-love that just radiates out from them. They want to feel excited about who they are and how they show up in the world. They want to feel empowered with just themselves. Not that they don't need to change anything about them. That who I am is enough, and with who I am now, that is the power that I need to be in my full place of freedom and liberation. That is who I'm calling in, God. I call in these women. I ask that you send the light codes to these women, to their spirit guides, to send them dreams, to feel the pull, to bring them into this live in whatever beautiful, magical ways. And that's who I'm calling in. And there's Ron going up the stairs. And so it is. Amen. So, hey, babe.
Hi.
So that's it. I hope you guys come to the ceremony on Friday. The link is there in the descriptions. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and bring your besties to feel this authentic liberation and expression that you are going to feel on Friday. Bye.